on a couple of occasions. So I don't think I pray this one should be different. Missing out on the Olympic on 2 consecutive time it will tell well for our football. Look what Senegal are doing now. They're developing, taking the stride all over the continent. But it look as if we are still having some stuntry performance from our side, from the under 23 down to over the under 20 that just finished third at the under 20 AFCON in Egypt. So I believe we really need to put our ass in order to get things right this time.
All right, so it ended Nigeria 0, Guinea 0. It's not the end of the world. I recall that in the qualifiers for the Olympic Games in 1996, we might not even have had this glory that we're talking about if not for what happened in that second leg. I recall that we played a goalless draw with Kenya in Nigeria, and then we went away and beat them 3-0. But then you could call on players like Austin Okocha, you could call on Kanu Wanko, you could call on some world-class superstars. And when they went to Kenya, defeated Kenya right there, 3-0. And the president of Kenya said if Okocha had been a Nigerian, he would have renamed the stadium after him because of the way Okocha played on that day. So, and honestly, I recall when Nigeria we played the qualifiers for the 2010 World Cup. Okocha then had retired, but when he came, I was at the stadium at the Kasarani Stadium in Kenya. When Okocha stepped onto the pitch, oh my God! As in, it was before the game. They were warming up, and many of the Super Eagles players came doing their warm up and everything. But when Okocha just, he was part of the whole setup, so he just stepped onto the pitch. Kenya just went wild. The stadium just exploded in joy. Everybody was screaming. I'm like, this guy is not even a Kenyan, but the way they still remember him from what he did to them at the Battle of Mombasa when we beat them 3-0. So guys, don't worry, it is not the end of the world. It is possible that Nigeria will go to Guinea, beat them 3-0, and although no Okocha this time, we could go there, beat them, and then qualify for the Olympics, and maybe it will be the beginning of another golden competition for Nigeria where we'll go on to win the competition. So the winner of the over two legs on aggregate will qualify to represent Nigeria at the Africa Under-23 Cup of Nations, which is coming up in Morocco. And the top four teams normally, Africa has 3.5 spots. The top 3 teams, that's the 2 finalists and the team that will win the 3rd place match, will qualify for the Olympics directly. Then the team that finishes 4th will go to play in the CAF/Asian playoff. So it is the winner over those 2 legs that will go on to represent their continent. We hope it is an African team that will make it. So it's going to the Africa Under-23 Cup of Nations is coming up in Morocco. Incidentally, this second leg is not going to be played in Guinea, which is a good thing for Nigeria. It's not going to be played in Guinea. It's going to be played at the Complex Sportif Prince Heritia Moulay Al Hassan in Rabat on Tuesday, the 8th of March. So, in spite of the kind of hostile environment that Guinea is, that match is not going to be played in Guinea. It's going to be played in Morocco. So maybe that could be a very good opportunity for Nigeria to win the match and go on to qualify for the competition. So, and incidentally, the qualifiers, the Africa Under-23 Cup of Nations is coming up in Morocco. Yeah, it's going to be from, what was that date again? We're going to have this competition in Morocco from June 24 to July 8. So let's hope that the Olympic Eagles would make it and put smiles on the faces of Nigerians after that disappointing showing that we saw yesterday at the MKO Abiola Stadium. Guys, let's go on a quick break now. When we return, we'll be talking about the Super Eagles, Edo Queens, and other issues happening in the world of sports. Please stay tuned.
Hello. Hello, welcome to the show. I beg, yarn us the answer. And if you get her, you go win 1 million naira sharply.
Yes, I said yeah.
Your airtime is running low.
The answer now. Chai, my credit don't finish.
Now you go let your credit finish. When you fit borrow airtime or data from Airtel anytime, anywhere. Just press star 500 hash. Make you pay later. You fit begin jollificate 100% awoof when you dial star 939 hash to top up with smart cash where Airtel the power gidigba.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
Do you know that following people without their consent is stalking and it's an offense? Don't be an offender. We give our consent for you to follow us on all our social media platforms. On Facebook at KUFM Nigeria. On Instagram at KUFM Nigeria. On Twitter at KUFM Nigeria. Check out the latest pictures and videos and catch breaking news, entertainment gist, trending issues and happenings on social media by following us at KUFM Nigeria across the various platforms. KUFM, turn on excitement.
It's time to enjoy fast and reliable internet connection for less.
It's time to go big in the Airtel Home Broadband All-Time Mega Offer.
It's time to take advantage in the Airtel Home Broadband All-Time Mega Offer. Get a MiFi with up to 125 gigabyte bonus data for just 5,000 naira, or a router with up to 240 gigabyte bonus data for just 10,000 naira. Visit any Airtel shop or www.airtel.com.ng/HBB now.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
Summer me one big container of that your Checkers custard.
Yeah, mommy, don't buy Checkers custard again. C-H-E-K-E-R-S.
Checkers custard. Now this one be custard. Honey?
Yes, dear.
I'm tired of the poor power situation. Every time I stock the fridge, I come back to Sport Food. I think it's about time we go solar.
How?
With Vertical Solar, we can have all our appliances and electronics powered by solar, and they allow us to pay small. We can pay installmentally with as low as 36,000 naira monthly, spread across 12 months.
Tell me more.
I know you like the idea of paying small. Vertical Solar range of products can power all household devices, including air conditioners and water pumps.
What are the benefits of solar power?
We are talking uninterrupted power supply, no monthly electricity bill, no more spending on generator, and no more generator noise.
I see. But how can I locate Vertical Solar?
Head now to 28 Country Home Metal Road off Ajib Junction, Sapele Road, Benin City, or Blossom Mall beside Stop to Shop stores, DBS Road, Asaba. Or you can call them on 0816-170-1105 or 0703-623-4843. You can also send them an email on info@verticalsolar.com.ng.
Vertical Solar, your lifetime power partners.
My people, no let new naira and cashless matter worry you. Up bank day your phone, 500 naira woof day. So if you want send mama money, I be to buy a Maka recharge card. To give customer money, I be customer want give you money. Up day your phone, 500 naira woof day. My people, your phone number, na ATM card and account number. Oh.
Yes, so enjoy better life with Hope Wallet. Dial star 569*9# on your phone. Select Open Wallet. Put your details and fiam, your wallet done set. Hope PS Bank go serve you 500 naira a woof. Terms and conditions dey. Hope, succeed. Hope Bank always.
Our friend Oliver is what you call a man with a huge appetite. Gigantic, actually. And if there's one phrase we have come to know Oliver for, it is this.
More data, please.
No matter what we offer him.
More data, please.
So guess what we did? We heard Glow created new data plans for people like Oliver, and we got him exactly that. And guess what Oliver said?
Excuse me, please, is this all for me? Only me?
Now, Oliver certainly has more than enough data. All thanks to the Glow Mega Data Plans.
With the longer validity you get on Glow Mega Data Plans, you can work from home with ease, run your business better, download non-stop, stream music and movies endlessly, learn online, and share data with anyone. No worries. Get 225 gigabytes at 30,000 naira for 30 days, 425 gigabytes at 50,000 naira for 90 days, and 1 terabyte at 100,000 naira for a year. Dial star 777# now to start enjoying these mega plans.
Glow Unlimited.
welcome back to Sports Fiesta live on 92.7 KUFM. Benin City with me, Sally Ibrahim, the Sports Bracadabra, Danny the analyst, and Nero G. Yes, we are not happy that the under-23 national team of Nigeria, the Olympic Eagles, failed to get a win yesterday when they played against Guinea at the MKO Abiola Stadium. They will be playing the return leg next week against the same side in Morocco. We hope that they will be able to get the job done and qualify for the Africa Under-23 Cup of Nations coming up in the same Morocco later in the year. But we've got a bigger match coming up tomorrow at the MK Abiola Stadium, and it is between the mighty Super Eagles of Nigeria versus the Jotus of Guinea-Bissau. We can tell you that the Guinea-Bissau team have arrived Nigeria for this game. They came in yesterday, and we understand that 23 players, technical crew, officials, and members of the Guinea-Bissau Football Federation made the team to Nigeria's capital. They also had some members of the media in the team. They made 2 stopovers in Dakar and Senegal, and in Dakar, Senegal, and Lomé, Togo before they arrived in Abuja. The contingent is expected to depart for Bissau immediately after the game on Friday. The Jesus will have a feel of the Moshood Abiola Stadium later tonight. Guinea-Bissau lost 3-0 to the Super Eagles of Nigeria the last time both teams met in a group game at the 2021 Africa Cup of Nations in Cameroon. So we know them. We played against them recently. So Guinea-Bissau are in town.
Yeah, the match day, gets closer tomorrow. The team have had an extra day of training. You have a full house, no reports of injury. Osimhen is sounding confident. Some other players too they are sounding confident. Even the coach, So we just hope that they can, put their words to actions, because it's a different thing to talk about something and it's a different thing to actually do it. But what we know is the Super Eagles are a better team than the Guinea-Bissau team. No disrespect to them. We are ranked higher. We have more top players in the top clubs. So it's a game that on paper we should be winning. So if we win this game, maybe we can, set aside the disappointment of the under-23 team. But it's a game we have to win. Qualify for World Cup early. There are benefits for that. The coach might want the African Cup of Nations, qualify early for the African Cup of Nations. Then maybe the coach can start, experimenting and thinking about other things. But we need to win this game, both home and away.
Due respect to the Guinea-Bissau, though they are not minnows in football anymore, but they are not a side that we should be afraid of. If you think about the players that we have at our own disposal, world-class players, we have currently the highest goal scorer, the most prolific striker in the Italian Serie A in our own setup, And I believe with the form Osimhen is showing and some other players in that team, we ought to get the job done tomorrow. Though the Guinea-Bissau, they are not pushover. The last time we played them, we just beat them 3-0. But those players that played that time, they formed some of them. They are showing now that they are not in that same form the last time we played them. So we expect a more better result since we are playing our own tough. Though there will be some kind of misreaction about the squad colored by Jose Pizarro. But the D-Day is almost at hand, so we should forget about that and move on and get the result on tomorrow. Okay,
yesterday in Nigeria's Group A, there was a game, and it was between Sierra Leone and Sao Tome and Principe. It ended 2-2 in Agadir, Morocco. So it is now 3 games without a win in the qualifiers for Sierra Leone and Sao Tome and Principe. Sierra Leone before this match had 2 points. They had 1 point. Add to this now, they have 2 points, and then for Guinea-Bissau, they are picking their first points. And this basically means that Nigeria wins. Almost there. And then you ensure that you win the next game, then you will have qualified for the Africa Cup of Nations. So Luis Leal gives Sao Tome the lead in the 43rd minute before Bundu made it 1-1 for Sierra Leone on 48 minutes. Leal did grab his second in the 59th minute to put Sao Tome 2-1 ahead, but Kome drew Sierra Leone level again with 12 minutes left. So that is the situation. Sierra Leone third in the group on 2 points, and Sao Tome are fourth with just 1 point. Nigeria top with 6 points. You win today, you go to 9 points. Would a win today qualify Nigeria? I think a win today will be enough. A win on Friday should be enough.
A win today and a draw on...
No, it's not today. It's tomorrow.
9.
A win tomorrow.
9 points. If Sierra Leone, 2 teams will qualify.
Yeah.
If Sierra Leone has 2 points, it will mean that they have 6 points to fight for. Right?
Worst case 6 points.
No, it's
okay, 9 points.
It's 9 points. It's 9 points, not 6. So a win will not be enough for Nigeria just yet to
4 points.
Qualify. Yeah, 4 points will be will make it. A win and a draw will definitely mean that Nigeria has qualified for the Africa Cup of Nations. We also saw a game in Group L, and it was Benin Republic versus Rwanda. Rwanda forced Benin Republic to a 1-1 draw in Group L. All right, but of course, for us, the one that is most important is the match coming up tomorrow between Nigeria and the Jutus of Guinea-Bissau, and our players are confident that they are going to win this game. And of course, if you are not confident that you will beat Guinea-Bissau, I wonder who you will be able to beat. So let's hear from our man of the moment, not just in Africa, but even across the world. People are saying, look, if you are talking about who is the best striker in the world right now, Victor Osimhen has got to be in that conversation. Yeah. Let's listen to Victor Osimhen speak ahead of this match with Guinea-Bissau.
We're looking forward to it, and happy to be back with the sport. It's an amazing feeling, and really expecting an amazing result in the two-legged game against Guinea-Bissau. We don't underrate our opponent, and we want to give them the respect they deserve also as a team. Of course, the boys are ready. We have a high spirit, and I think we are ready to give our all come Friday, and also the second leg in Guinea-Bissau. Just like I said earlier, I'm really looking forward to the game and to contribute also to the team. First of all, I want to say I want to promise them try everything possible to get the win. And of course, I would like to contribute also with a lot of goals and a couple of assists also. And but of course, the team comes first, and I want to assure them that we will give everything to make sure they are entertained and to make sure they are happy by getting the win, and also getting the qualification to the next AFCON. I usually don't care about the being the highest score in the qualification series, but the team comes first, just like I said earlier. And then if my goals come and I eventually be the highest score, it's a good and an amazing feeling for me. But of course, the team comes first, and I want what's best for the team, and I want to win a lot of games with this player. I want to say thank you very much for your support. Thank you very much for sticking with me, with the Super Eagles, most especially your support throughout the years. I know we might have let you down in the past, but I want to say we will do everything in our power to make sure that we win your love back. And thank you for your support. Personally, for me, I'm grateful for all the support you guys have been showing me from the start of this season until up to now. I appreciate you, and God bless you, and thank you very much.
All right, you heard him, Super Eagles sensation Victor Osimhen speaking there ahead of the match with Guinea-Bissau. I said they are not going to take them for granted. Yeah. They will respect them, but they know they've got the quality to win. And then he's grateful to Nigerians for all the support that have been shown to him personally and also to the Super Eagles. And then he promised that, look, I know we've let you down in the past, yes, at the Africa Cup of Nations, yes, failure to beat Ghana to qualify for the World Cup. So he said, don't worry, we'll make you smile. We'll try and get the win tomorrow.
Good work coming from our talisman as it stands, and confidence are high, expectations are high. So we hope they get the job done tomorrow at the Moshood Avila Stadium. Okay, we've got some matches today in the African Cup of Nations qualifiers. In Group E, Madagascar will play against Central African Republic, while Ghana take on
Angola. In Group F, it is Algeria versus Niger Republic. And then in Group G, we will have Congo taking on South Sudan. In Group H, it is Zambia versus Lesotho, while Gabon will play against Sudan in Group I. So these are the matches we have in the Africa Cup of Nations qualifier. In the Euro 2024 qualification, we've also got some matches in Group C. It is Italy versus England. This promises to be super explosive. Then North Macedonia will taking on Malta. We in Group H, we have Kazakhstan versus Slovenia. Then Denmark will play against Finland. We also have San Marino taking on Northern Ireland. In Group J, it is Bosnia and Herzegovina playing against Iceland, while Portugal plays against Liechtenstein, and then Slovakia will be taking on Luxembourg. Cristiano Ronaldo, he has been invited. We will wait to see whether he will start. He's the captain of the team. In Group those are the matches that we have in the Euro qualifiers for today. All right, let's come back home and talk club football. Well, yesterday in the Nigeria Women Football League, Edo Queens were in action, but sadly for them, they lost that encounter 2-1 away to Confluence Queens of Lokoja.
Yeah, it's not the start. It's not the restart they were hoping for. You know, the league had been on break. They were, you know, in high flying in the first, you know, when the league was in the first stanza, you know. So I'm sure the Edo Queens girls were hoping for a good start, you know, but tough one, 2-1 defeat. It's now time to come back home and, you know, try to get back to winning ways. You know, maybe that's just a little blip. We know that they're capable of better. You know, this is a side that they defeated in the first leg, you know, so it's not safe. Maybe it's just because they went away to play that game. You know, but certainly we expect them to bounce back.
That was a Group B encounter. Also in that group, Abia Angels spanked Ibom Angels 4-0, while FC Robo Queens went away and defeated Nasarawa Amazons 1-0. In Group A, it was Delta Queens 3, Heartland Queens 1, Niger Rattles and Royal Queens also played out a 1-all draw, and we saw Rivers Angels travel to Oshun and they beat them 2-1. So these are the results of the games that we saw yesterday in the Nigeria Women Football League. There was also a game yesterday in the Nigeria Premier Football League. An outstanding game for Rivers United, who have been on the continent. So they had a couple of outstanding games. They played against Rangers International and they won that game 1-0. And it means now that Rivers United have played the same number of matches as the other teams. So after the conclusion of the first stanza in Group B, Lobby Stars are top. They've got 19 points from their 9 matches, followed by Rivers United, 18 points from 9. Sunshine Stars are third. They've got 15 points from 9. Then Abia Warriors are fourth. They've got 14 points from 9. Niger Tornadoes are fifth. They've got 12 points from 9, followed by Doma United on 12 points from 9 too. Enugu Rangers are 7th. They've got 9 points from 9. 8 is Bayelsa United, who have 8 points from 9. 9th position, Wiki Tourists. They have 8 points from 9. And bottom, Dakada FC, who have got 7 points from 9 matches. So these are the this is how it stands currently in Group B of the Nigeria Premier Football League. Of course, no match was played in Group A, but just in case you are wondering, yes, Bendel Insurance, of course, they remain top of the group. There was nothing has changed in that group. So Bendel Insurance, the best team so far in the Nigeria Premier Football League, the only unbeaten side so far.
It is an interesting one, you know. Rivers United winning Rangers yesterday. One thing that we need to take into cognizance is Rivers United, since the break, they've been playing continental, some outstanding games and all that. So I believe the restart, Rivers United is one side that they really need to look forward to, especially that could be because talking about match sharpness from the players. Because so the rest side, they are kind of holiday, resting, doing training now, kind of. But Rivers United, they'll be playing, traveling.
Competitive matches.
They'll be playing competitive matches. So I believe the restart, there are one side that we really need to look forward to because of that sharpness from the players and fitness and all that.
Okay, let's go back to Europe. Ineos owner Sir Jim Ratcliffe and the Qatari billionaire Sheikh Jassim, they are set to submit new bids to buy Manchester United after a deadline was extended at their request amid confusion on Wednesday night. Bidders were told they had until 9 p.m. GMT to submit second revised bids. But the media were told that several other proposed investors made their submission by that time. I recall that yesterday we were telling you that we could have more, as many as 8. Then it is unclear when the deadline will now be. Ratcliffe and Sheikh Jassim are the only to have publicly declared their bid. Initially, on Wednesday evening, there had been strong indications from sources close to the pair that they had submitted fresh bid. But it then emerged over the past 48 hours first that the Qatari team and then Ineos have submitted requests to Rain Group, which is the investment bank conducting the sale, for more time to make their second offers, which was granted. The situation is described as live and fast moving by someone close to the talks, but sources insist that both Sheikh Jassim and Ineos are committed to making second bids. The rumors we are hearing is that Sheikh Jassim is even going to make a world record bid for Manchester United.
Yeah, the confusion yesterday because I was following the news on Sky Sports. Their chief reporter came on air, said the bid had gone in. Then later we now heard from the Rain Group. They said they've not received the bids and the parties in question, that is Ineos and the Qatari, had actually asked for an extension. So I feel the both of them are trying to, that is Ineos and the Qatari, they are, for fear of being outbidded by each other, they are kind of keeping tabs on each other. The bid from the Qatari is rumored to be world record. Some are even saying it's going to be in excess of 5 billion. Who knows if that will be enough to take Manchester United from the grasp of the Glazers, but we still follow this with keen interest.
I don't know if the Glazers are serious about selling Manchester United, because Ineos and the Qataris they've shown their willingness and commitment to buy over the club. But the Glazers, they are very stiff-necked people that it's not easy for them to just part ways with the club. With all the protests that Man United fans have been doing for the past 18 years, since the takeover 2005, they are still there, But I believe the Qataris, they are the money bag. They have what it takes. Like you rightly said, there are rumors of them bidding over £5.5 billion, to take over Manchester United. Let's see how it works and how it goes from there.
All right, let's go to boxing. We can tell you that promoter Frank Warren says Tyson Fury's heavyweight fight with Alexander Usyk is off, and he does not think it will happen in the near future. We told you yesterday that talks over a bout at Wembley Stadium on the 29th of April had broken down despite a late bid to salvage the situation. Usyk had agreed a 70-30 paw split in favor of Tyson Fury, which stands for a rematch, the only outstanding issue. But Warren said the fight is now a dead dog and suggested that Usyk had looked for a way to get out. According to him, they said the fight must take place before 29th April, and if it goes late, they want different splits. The reason they did that was they didn't think Tyson would be ready for the 29th, and suddenly Tyson was ready for it. He had been in training for 2.5 weeks, got trainers in from America, and they looked for a way to get out. So basically, Frank Warren is saying that Tyson Fury, the WBC champion, is ready for this, but Alexander Usyk, who thought that if they agreed, if they insist on a fight for the 29th of April, Tyson Fury will not be ready. But he was surprised that this is what he's saying, that Tyson Fury is ready for the fight, and so look for another way to get out, and that's why they brought up all this issue of they wanted a rematch clause inserted in the contract.
The rematch clause, that is another issue because that's another fight. But as far as I'm concerned, if I was Usyk, I'll be pulling out too. Fury has always done this thing, demanding 70-30 split. We are going for an undisputed fight. You are bringing just one belt, and I'm coming with 3, and you're telling me, let's split. How are you?
Who has got the bigger profile?
It doesn't matter.
It matters. It does.
Okay,
it matters.
This match, Usyk can go on and fight his mandatory challengers, keep his 3 belts. But if there's anyone that stands to gain a lot, as far as I'm concerned, right here, right now, it's Fury. He has just one belt.
No, Fury. Don't forget that Fury held these 3 other 3 belts in the past. So he could say, well, that's all the active boxers, he's the only one that has actually held all 4 belts.
But that's in the past. Right now, Usyk is holding 3 belts.
Yes.
And you're coming with just one.
No, see, for Usyk to have even agreed, so Anthony Joshua, hold on, Danny. Anthony Joshua will not agree a 70-30 split because of the profile of Anthony Joshua. Even now that Anthony Joshua is beltless, according to Tyson Fury, you will not come to a fight with him and you expect that it's going to be a 70-30. It will be something like 50-50, or maybe something close at 60-40, or I'm taking the list, it will take you 60-40.
Yes.
Then maybe 55-45. You understand? But for Alexander Usyk, I agree he's the champion, he's the undisputed champion, but his profile is not even like that of Deontay Wilder, for instance. So that's why he accepted a 70-30 split. So I don't know whether they are telling the truth about the rematch clause, which they are saying they want. And for God's sake, if you are even insisting on a rematch clause, it basically means you are thinking, okay, I could lose this fight. But Tyson Fury maybe doesn't even want a rematch clause. And then they are saying, okay, it's not even the rematch clause that's the problem. It is the terms, the splitting of the rematch clause. So what he's saying, well, and I'm sure Tyson Fury is looking at it, and I'm not on Tyson Fury's side, by the way, I'm just looking at it from all perspectives. Perhaps Tyson Fury said, well, if I beat you, the next fight cannot be 70-30. Maybe it should be
20-80.
80-20. But maybe Alexander Usyk is saying, we do not have the details, but I'm speculating. Maybe Alexander Usyk is saying, well, this, even if you beat me, I have fought you, so the next fight is not going to be 70-30. Let it be 60-40 or 50-50. Maybe that's what it's looking at.
If you look at when Tyson Fury was negotiating with Joshua, he proposed a 70-30 split. Then for the rematch, he proposed 50. That's
what he started with, but Joshua did not accept that one.
I don't think a lot of people will accept that. Usyk, I still say, but let's see how it goes. Maybe Usyk will now go on to fight Daniel Dubois, because that is he has 3 mandatory challengers to face. The first of them will be Daniel Dubois. If this match cannot go on, he will go on to fight Daniel Dubois and other mandatory challengers.
Because I was thinking it was fair enough on the part of Fury, in the sense that 70-30 split in your favor. Then okay, I'm asking for a rematch. We don't know the details of the splitting the rematch. I don't see why this rematch clause is a kind of big issue to call off this fight.
If you are coming with a belt into a fight, your rematch clause. Maybe it sounds as if maybe you are thinking about
maybe if I lose. But you should have it.
Smart.
You should have it. When Anthony Joshua fought against Andy Ruiz, there was a rematch clause, and that's why he immediately took it. When he fought against Usyk. There was a rematch clause which he exercised, and even Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury, there were rematch clauses, and that's why we had a trilogy between them before they fought any other boxer. So
smart to
have that rematch clause. Anyway, let's leave boxing now and go to tennis. Emma Raducanu has been knocked out of the Miami Open by Canada's Bianca Andreescu. This was a fourth round. Both players showed tremendous potential. The British number one lost 3-6, 6-3, 2-6 to Bianca Andreescu, who also won the US Open as a teenager. Both players have been beset by injury, but they produced a hard-fought match where a single break was won the first 2 sets.
Yeah, very interesting day one in Miami Open. Emma Raducanu, Sloane Stephens, even Andy Murray have fallen on the first day. Though there are a lot of players who pulled out due to injury, Iga Swiatek, and the UK guy Jack Draper. Interesting match for them. Interesting match for win for Andreescu. She's also a very good player, but you have to feel for Emma Raducanu. She has tried and tried and tried. It's as if the US Open she won is not like a noose on her neck, just dragging her down. The more she has this hype to win games, the more she disappoints. She'll look forward to the next tournament and look to bounce back.
All right. As you mentioned, Andy Murray is also out of the competition in the first round. Not an easy one for him, but this guy has achieved great stuff in the past. We had Marc-Andre Huela playing against Albert Ramos Vinolas, and Huesla won this 6-7, 7-6, 6-3. Brandon Nakashima defeated Oscar Ote 7-6, 6-3, and Marton Fuskovic beat Pedro Cachin 6-4, 7-6. We also had Jeffrey Wolf beating Alexander Bublik 7-5, 6-3. Emil Rasuvori defeated Nuno Borges 6-1, 6-4. There are some of the matches for the women. Erika Andreeva beat Ashlyn Kruger 7-5, 6-2. Linda Noshkova beat Lucia Bronzetti 6-3, 6-4. Alexandra Sasnovic defeated Dalma Galfi 6-3, 7-6. And so many other matches for Sloane Stephens. She was defeated in 3 sets by Shelby Rogers. She won the first set Shelby Rogers won the first set 6-4. Sloane Stephens won the second 6-3, and Rogers won the third 6-2. So these are just some of the results from the Miami Open, the tennis championship. Apart from the Grand Slam, the Miami Open and Indiana Wells, these are two of the biggest tennis championship in the world. And if you are able to win the two, then it said you've done the Sunshine Double. All right, let's go to basketball. LA Lakers, they defeated Phoenix Suns 122 points to 111 points. Utah Jazz took on Portland Trail Blazers. The Blazers won this 127 points to 115 points. Minnesota Timberwolves beat Atlanta Hawks. There was just 1 point in this, 125 points to 124 points. Milwaukee Bucks spanked San Antonio Spurs 130 points to 94 points. And then Houston Rockets beat Memphis Grizzlies beat Houston Rockets 130 points to 125 points. Philadelphia 76ers were victorious over Chicago Bulls. They won 116 points to 91 points. Then Toronto Raptors defeated Indiana Pacers reverse. Indiana Pacers beat Toronto Raptors 118 points to 114 points. For Miami Heat, they beat New York Knicks 127 points to 112 120 points, and Golden State Warriors edged Dallas Mavericks 127 points to 125 points. And finally, Denver Nuggets beat Washington Wizards 118 points to 104 points.
Yeah, for the Memphis Grizzlies, they welcomed Ja Morant back from his NBA suspension. The NBA suspended him for 8 games, while the team, added 1 game to it. He missed 9 games for the Memphis Grizzlies, though he was not on from the start in this game. But he came on, played a part in their win as they defeated the Houston Rockets. Top scorer for them was Jaren Jackson Jr., who posted his season-high 37 points with 10 rebounds, and Desmond Bain added 20 points, while Ja Morant had 17 points with 5 assists. For the Rockets, Jalen Green was top scorer for them with 32 points. Kenyon Martin Jr. had 31 points, while Kevin Porter posted his second triple-double of his career. He had 14 points, 10 rebounds, and 10 assists, while Alperen Sengun had 25 points for the Rockets. Both teams will meet again on Friday. That's the next game for both of them.
Okay, we return to football now, and we're looking at the Women's Champions League. Chelsea, they faced Lyon, the defending champions, last night, and it was a difficult game for them because they were going away, but they were able to win this encounter 1-0 away from home. In the other quarterfinal match, Wolfsburg also recorded an away win, beating Paris Saint-Germain 1-0.
Yeah, it was another round of games in the Women's Champions League. Another away win for Chelsea. It's like the away teams did very well in this round. 4 games, 3 away win, but most of them were low goal victories. So good for Chelsea. It's not easy to go into Lyon and to get a win, but they did that. Now they have to come back to London and finish up the job. So kudos to them.
Okay, all right, guys. Time for us to hear from you. So let's listen to the text messages.
Good morning, sportsmen. I wish all Arsenal remaining matches should be rescheduled for after the breaking of the fast to keep Thomas Partey strong. AB Gunners from Ondo State.
They cannot reschedule matches for after the breaking of fast. What they can do is during the game, they've instructed the referees to take a short break so that the fasting players can go and break their fast. Thomas Partey will not be the only player fasting. There are so many other players in the different clubs who are fasting. So it's just for you to take fluid. I've fasted and played. Of course, it's not a professional match, but I know how difficult. But sometimes, but sometimes, honestly, it's even better. You seem to be stronger when you are fasting and you play a game. Wow. Seriously, yeah. But there was one thing you should never do, which is come off before the final whistle. Okay. So if you are going to play the game, ensure that you tell your coach, I must play from beginning till the end. Because if they take you off and there is still like 1 hour left, so if imagine if the match is in the afternoon, don't date. But if it is in the evening, you start the match at 5, and then by the time they have sounded the final whistle, you are breaking your fast. It's good. Wow. The day I did one when we had to, there was one 2 p.m. we played. I nearly died. Let's go.
Good morning. It's simple. The coach is not good enough. I don't know why they keep giving him the job. Favoritism is the problem of this country. Peter, talking about the under 23. Good morning, sirs. Please, can you share your social handles? Thanks, sirs. My last one say, how many assists and goals do Ozzy have international club career?
No, please go and Google those things.
Ozzy, I think Ozzy had about 253.
Somebody asked that question yesterday.
Okay, 253 career assists, about 253 assists and 81 goals, or thereabout, around those figure. 253, 81 goals. Yeah.
Okay. Is that all?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we've got to go now, but before we do, it's time to blow the final whistle on this edition of the show.
We are very confident that we have very good players, so I won't promise anything, but I know that we will give our 100% to try and win this game, and we will do our best. We are preparing to make sure that we do everything we can. So we are going into the game feeling confident. So I trust my players, I trust my team, and I trust Nigeria that we'll be able to get that result. Super Eagles midfielder Alex Iwobi refuses to make promises ahead of the 2023 AFCON clash against Guinea-Bissau in Abuja on Friday. And that's the final whistle on Sports Fiesta this morning.
Alright, that's our package. We'll see you at 4 p.m. on the French edition of Sports Fiesta. I'm Salih Ibrahim. I've been doing this with Danny the analyst and Nero J. Please stay tuned. Up next is KU news update, and after that it will be dialogue. Bye-bye.
Hello, welcome to the show. I beg, yarn us the answer, and if you get her, you go win 1 million naira sharply.
Yes, I said yeah.
Your airtime is running low.
The answer now, chai.